Formula One is about to hit the reset button. The 2026 season brings the biggest rule changes in years, with new engines, new aerodynamics, and new technical regulations. The entire grid could be shuffled. Teams that dominated in 2025 might struggle, and backmarkers could suddenly find themselves at the front. So what should we expect from each team in 2026? Let's break it down. Before we get into the teams, we need to talk about the engine situation. There's a huge controversy brewing around Mercedes and Red Bull. Both teams appear to have found a way around the new compression ratio limits. The regulations lower the maximum compression ratio, but by using thermal expansion, the natural heating and expanding of engine parts during running, they can effectively bypass this rule. When the engine is cold and being checked, it's legal. When it's hot and running on track, the compression ratio increases, giving them more power. Reports suggest this could be worth up to 0.4 seconds per lap. That's massive. If this holds true, it could make 2026 a two-team race before it even starts. Ferrari, Honda and Audi have all complained to the FIA, but the problem is that the rules don't explicitly ban this. The FIA is in a difficult position, and there's talk of a compromise where the trick is allowed for 2026, but banned from 2027 onwards. Let's start with the team most likely to benefit, Mercedes. They have always thrived during major regulation changes. Their hybrid engine expertise is unmatched, and the 2026 rules put even more emphasis on electrical power, which plays to their strengths. If they really do have a 0.4 second advantage from the compression ratio trick, they will be almost unbeatable. Toto Wolff has been cautious in his public comments, saying the feeling at the factory is not comparable to the winter of 2013 when they were about to start their dominant era. But insiders say the mood is very positive. With George Russell and rookie Andrea Kimi Antonelli in the cars, they have a solid lineup. If the car is as good as expected, Mercedes could dominate 2026. They also supply engines to McLaren, Williams and Alpine, so if their power unit is dominant, 4 teams could benefit. McLaren comes next. They won the Constructors' Championship in 2024 and 2025, so they are the team everyone is chasing. But there's a problem. McLaren struggled badly with the last big regulation change in 2022, and it took them a year to recover. Can they avoid making the same mistakes again? The good news is they will have the Mercedes power unit, which should be one of the best on the grid. With Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, they have 2 of the fastest drivers in F1. If McLaren can nail the new regulations from the start, they will be in the fight. But if they get it wrong, they could lose their advantage quickly. The pressure is on them to deliver as the reigning champions. Red Bull is the biggest unknown. After years of winning everything, they are taking a huge gamble by building their own engine. The Red Bull Powertrain's Ford unit is their first in-house power unit, and reports suggest they are struggling. They know about the Mercedes compression ratio trick. A Mercedes engineer who joined Red Bull shared the details, but they still haven't been able to replicate it. On top of that, Helmut Marko is retiring, and they are putting rookie Isaac Hadjar alongside Max Verstappen. Verstappen himself has said their dominance is at risk. However, Red Bull has incredible engineering talent, and Verstappen is still the best driver on the grid. If the engine is even halfway decent, they will find a way to win races. But if it's a disaster, 2026 could be a very tough year for them. Ferrari is always the wild card. They stopped developing their 2025 car early to focus on 2026, so they have been working on this for a long time. They have the budget, the facilities, and a dream driver lineup in Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. This is their best chance in years to win a championship. But Ferrari has a habit of messing things up. Strategy errors, operational mistakes, and internal politics have cost them before. The 2026 reset is a golden opportunity for them to finally get their act together. If they can execute properly, they will be a serious threat. But that's a big if. Hamilton will be under huge pressure to deliver an 8th world title in what could be his last chance, and the dynamic with Leclerc will be fascinating to watch. 2 number 1 drivers in the same team is always a recipe for drama. If Ferrari gets it right, they could finally end their championship drought. If they don't, it will be another year of disappointment. The team with the most potential to surprise everyone is Aston Martin. New factory, new wind tunnel, and the signing of Adrian Newey. For 2026, they have a works partnership with Honda, who are known for making excellent engines. This is a huge upgrade for Aston Martin, and it gives them everything they need to compete at the front. Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll will be driving, and many people think Aston Martin could be the shock of the season. Their long-term goal is to become a top team, and 2026 could be the year they finally achieve it. If Honda delivers a strong engine and Newey designs a fast car, they could be fighting for wins. The pressure will be on Stroll to prove he belongs at a top team and can perform at the highest level alongside a two-time world champion. In the midfield, Williams should continue to improve. They have a strong technical team and will use the Mercedes engine, which should be one of the best. They may not be fighting for the championship, but they should be regular point scorers and could even challenge for podiums on their day. With Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon, they have a very strong and experienced driver lineup that could elevate the team to new heights. Sainz brings championship-winning experience from Ferrari, while Albon has proven he can extract the maximum from a midfield car. Racing Bulls, as Red Bull's junior team, will be stuck with the Red Bull powertrains engine. If it's good, they will do well. If it's bad, they will struggle. Audi is the new works team on the grid, having taken over Sauber. They have big ambitions, but new manufacturers rarely succeed immediately in F1. 2026 will be a learning year for them. With Mattia Binotto and Jonathan Wheatley running the team, and Nico Hülkenberg and Gabriel Bortoleto driving, they have good people in place. But it will take time. Alpine is switching to Mercedes power for 2026, which could be a game changer. If the Mercedes engine is as dominant as expected, Alpine could surprise people. Finally, there's Cadillac, the brand new American team. They are starting from zero using Ferrari customer engines. Their first year will be all about learning and building the team. They have signed Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas, two very experienced drivers who will help with development. They will likely be at the back of the grid 2026, but they have the resources to move up in the future. So what does it all mean? Mercedes looks like the favourite for 2026, but nothing is certain with such a big regulation change. Red Bull's engine performance is the biggest question mark, while Aston Martin and Honda could be the surprise of the season. And Ferrari, with Lewis Hamilton on board, always has a chance. What are your thoughts for the 2026 season? Which team do you think will have the upper hand compared to the others? Let us know in the comments below, and if interested, check the video appearing on your screen right now.